It's Saturday the 26th of November. It's just gone 9 o'clock in the morning, and if I look like I just got out of bed, there's a really good reason for that. Because I just got out of bed. Good morning. Good morning. No, nothing there. Always wise just to check around everywhere. There was a lot of mooing and bellowing going on at 4:30 this morning, and I thought perhaps one of these girls were dropping another calf, but it wasn't. It wasn't. It got me out of bed for nothing. So, although we did actually have a calf yesterday, late yesterday afternoon, and I got him in early evening yesterday, but it was dark. I wanted both hands, and it wasn't really suitable light for camera. So yeah, that little fella was born yesterday, right, Mum? You okay? So, you're all done. Yeah. So last night. This is going to go completely off subject to farming, but a lot of you will relate to this because this is something that happens to pretty much everybody. I slept all night, apart from 4:30, and I had a night of dreaming. Now here's the crux of it. So you can take from this what you will. But I'll start at the beginning. Mrs. P is a bookkeeper accountant. That's one of the things she does. And she doesn't just do our books, she does quite a few other folks' books as well. Little small businesses. She does all the tax returns and stuff like that. It's the sort of thing she likes. She's a numbers person. She likes numbers. Anyway, one of her clients is a clairvoyant. Fairly local to here. Shan't give any details away, but within 5 miles of us, one of our clients is a clairvoyant. And was it yesterday or the day before? I came home and I said to Holly, I said, "Where's your mum? Where's your mum gone?" And she said, "She's gone to see, well, Mikey. She's gone to see Mikey. That's his name. Mikey the clairvoyant." "What for?" "Well, they just decided they want to go and have a chat." Now, Julie lost her dad last year, and I lost my mum last year. And both Julie and Emma are kind of believers in that kind of thing. Me, not so much. I'm black and white. What I can see, what I can taste, what I can smell, and everything. That's what I believe in. I don't believe in all this other stuff. So, anyhow, she'd been off to see the clairvoyant. Now, didn't bother telling me anything about it when she came back, because she knows that for me it's kind of mumbo jumbo. So said nothing, and I never asked because again, I'm not really much of a believer. So, but anyway, I'll get off track here. So last night, I dreamt that my mother had left me a message in a metal box. I had to find the key. I opened the box, but it was in a metal box in our old house at Cannon Court next door. Right up in the loft, right in the middle of nowhere, and this box was buried underneath a pile of rubble. What on earth there was a pile of rubble doing in the loft? I have no idea. But there was like for some reason I was impulsed, if you want, to dig away this rubble, and I found this metal box and the key. Opened the box. Inside the box there was a 4.5 inch or 4 inch floppy disk in an envelope, plus an SD card, plus a stamp which was worth £10. Don't know what that was about. Postage stamp worth £10, and loads of other bits and bobs. And I kind of, what's all this? Mother's left a load of information. What's on the floppy disk? What's on the card? Really intrigued to know what was going on. And I can remember slowly emptying this box and then deciding that actually what was the point? I may as well just unscrew the box off the wall. I think it was attached to a wall. Unscrew it, and I'll take the whole thing downstairs and share what we find with the family. Well, then I woke up. All right, are you still here? Are you still here? I'm sure a lot of you have gone by now. There's no tractors in this bit. I can show you. I'll tell you what. I'll show you a tractor. Ah! Yeah, back still hurts. So that was dream number 1. Here, I'll put that there, and then you can look at the tractor. That better? That was dream number 1. Dream number 2, I think I was in my van. No, it can't be. It must have been in a car. And I was transporting a woman who was sat next to me. Now, whoever she was quite a large woman, because I was being pushed over in the driver's seat of my car, and I was struggling to drive smoothly because she was a large woman. Or it was a really small car. And I'm driving down to, I think it was Over Lane we were going to, going towards Almondsbury, so that anybody local will know where that is. So we've got 1 or 2 customers down there, quite large houses on that road, and I assumed because we were going to this house that for some reason I was dreaming about one of our customers. Anyway, I was taking her home in my van to a kids' party. And I remember going into her driveway, she pressed a button to open these electric gates, because obviously the button was in my van. I remember saying, oh, I could do with one of those in my van, because whenever I go to customers with electric gates, they're never in the bloody kitchen. They're always outside, and I have to wait for ages for them to go in the kitchen to press because that's where the button is. It's always in the kitchen. Going in the gates, going up this really steep, windy drive and getting to the top. The woman who I stood under who it was gets out of the car, and I'm trying to park, but the drive is steep. I got it in first gear, I got the handbrake on as hard as and the car will not stop rolling backwards. I can't get out of the car. I've got to keep my foot on the brake. And I remember thinking, I'm either going to have to reverse back out the gate and park on the level at the bottom of the hill, or I'm going to have to jump out quick. I remember looking out of the window, trying to look for a stone I could put under the wheel, and then I woke up. Anyway, I came down this morning, 8:30. That's pretty much, I woke up at about 8:10. By the time I'd done all my ablutions and got dressed, I think it was 8:20. And the wife said, did you sleep well? I said, well, yes and no. I said, apart from dreaming. I said, I've had one of those nights of dreaming. I don't do it very often. So I basically told her what I told you, and she's grinning at me. And I say, well, no, what's, she goes, that's your mum. She's trying to tell you something. She wants you to find something. And I'm going, what are you on about? She goes, well, I know you don't believe in it, and I haven't said anything about it. She said, but I went to Mikey Clairvoyant last week, and she said, a lot of what you've just told me makes complete sense, because I spoke to your mum. And I go, no, man. And she goes, no, bear with. I spoke to your mum. She said, I spoke to my dad as well, but she said, I spoke to my mum. And she wants you to find something. And she wants you to come here to the Clairvoyant. She wants to tell you something. And I said, yeah, right. She goes, I know you don't believe. I know you don't believe. So she said, but would you consider it? And I'm going, thing is, I'm not a believer. I'm not a God botherer. I'm not a Bible I don't believe anything spiritual, really. I believe that cow exists. I believe the tractor exists. I believe this gate here, and I believe that water's wet. Because I can see it, smell it, touch it, feel it. So what do you think? What do you reckon? Do you think I should go and visit the Clairvoyant? I've never ever met this guy. I've been to his house because I've dropped my missus off there before doing bookwork and that. Never met him. Do you think I should go and visit the Clairvoyant? Could I call it out of idle interest? Or, because I still don't believe in it. Or do I mean, what would you do? She believes in this sort of stuff, as does Emma. really believes in it. I don't. I've had a strange dream, which was completely impromptu because Julie hadn't told me anything about her visit to the clairvoyant because I'm not interested. But I've told her the story of my dream. With what she's experienced, she wants me to go. So what do I do? Okay? Right, well that's enough of that weird and queerness. I don't know, I'm going to give it a bit of thought. So, right, it is, as I said, it is Saturday. It is 26th of November. The cattle have enough food. They've got enough food. I might just top her up in a minute. I've got to go off to Yate with the missus. She wants to go and do some bits and bobs at Yate. She still can't drive for a couple of weeks, so I have to be taxi. Not that I mind. I got a couple of trees to look at for the shopping centre anyway. So we're going over to Yate in a minute to go do her jobs and my jobs and then come back. And then, I don't know. It's so wet outside. I don't really want to go hedge trimming. I've got a lot of hedge trimming to do. But we'll see. We'll see what the weather does and we'll see what the ground does. And then this afternoon, maybe I'll get over to the farm and just do the roadside hedges because I can do that with that. Or maybe we'll have an attempt at doing some down here, or maybe we'll do something completely different. So mainly I've got to hang around a bit because we've still got a load of those preparing to drop babies. I can't go very far for very long. Right, let's top our hay rack up. And then we're going to go to Yate. You right there, darling? Hey, you right? He's beautiful, isn't he? Yes. Babies. While we're over here though, does anybody want cheap whole load of cream bath tiles? Okay, these are all dirty, but basically it's cream bath tiles, wall tiles, and where are they? Well, same colour, floor tiles. Now these are ceramic, so don't forget you would need a diamond blade to cut them, but there is enough there to do a pretty big bathroom. And if somebody wants them, collects them, 60 quid the lot. Bargain. I think it worked this time. Movember. Literally. Right, you've got plenty. She's got enough for now. That bale's on ready for t'other end. That bale's ready to have the strings cut. It's Saturday afternoon. Pretty much all my jobs that I've had to do are done. Been to the tip with the missus, been told I'm gorgeous. Now, I'm not sure if they meant I'm gorgeous or this is gorgeous, but there was a lady at the tip and she just said, "Oh my God, that's gorgeous." And she was looking in my direction. So I'm going to take it that is me. Okay? That's good enough for me. So yeah, the first time we tried to dye this purple with Holly, it didn't work. And I think it was because, well, according to our hairdresser, because I asked her advice, he said, "Was there any peroxide in the first one?" I said, "No." She goes, "You have to have it with peroxide." So the chances are the video of me having this dyed is either in this one or you've already seen it a day or so back, so you already know this is happening. But it's kind of out of sync, but I'll have to jump forward because of course Movember finishes in just a few days, and if I want to earn a few extra quid for the cause, I went straight in my eye, then I kind of need to do it now. So yeah, the Movember vid might be up. What's today's date? 26th. It's quite likely Sunday. I'll put up the video of this, so last Sunday. You understand. So you already know it's here, you just don't know quite the context of where. Yeah, so my first public appearance with this was at the public tip with lots of people throwing the rubbish out, and the first reaction I heard was that I'm gorgeous. The idea is I open this door, all the cows will come down this end, and then I could do the bale at the other end. Oh dear. So I've just posted up a picture on my Instagram of an orange that I peeled yesterday. With, I don't think it's a unique way of peeling an orange. It was actually something, I think it's actually something that Julie showed me when we were quite young, and I've kind of always peeled an orange that way, and you get the peel off in one go, and you end it with a certain shape. It's like an Austin Powers shape, or say no more. So I actually wrote the post last night. I was going, shall I send it? It's a bit silly, a bit childish. You know, people might go, he's a bit silly, a bit childish. And then I showed it to Holly earlier, and she goes, yeah, no, definitely post it because you're definitely silly and childish. See how this works? Bailing that end, open that door, they all go that way. Bailing this end, easy. I can still smell the peroxide. So 2 fresh bales today, which means they probably will not need one at all tomorrow. This should last them the rest of the day and all of tomorrow, but I want one Monday morning. Yeah, jack would work a lot better if I did it up. That's in there. We'll do the yard tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, we'll do the yard. Here you are, darling. You can ask a bit more of this one. I will come down and top this again tonight before I go to bed, but as long as she's got enough till 11:30, that will do. Tomorrow, she can go out with the rest. You'll be happy, don't you? I can clean it out and ready to go again. When did you get down here? I didn't even know you were down here. Did you follow me out? Did you follow me out? Did you? Did you follow me out? Rats! Where's that rats? She likes rats. So, oh, that dog barking winding them up. Right. We'll open this one and let these few ladies through this side. there's actually more room around this smaller round feeder than there is around the bigger square one, believe it or not. Come on up. Yeah, I'll muck this out in the morning. Tie you up. Come on up. Yummy.